Hello sharpshooters, quick video from Olivier. As we approach into the end of year, we start getting some very strange things happening. We're in a very precarious situation right now. You have the Brexit vote on the 13th. It's extremely complicated. I'll pass on the details. But it's looking as if it may not go through Parliament, so this would be a catastrophe for the pound and not good for Europe. So we have a problem there. Secondly, we have now the reason I wanted to do this video today is to give you another theory, which they come out. These are theories I've had for a long time. And it's similar to Einstein's theory of relativity. Well, actually, it's not his theory of relativity. It's his theory that the universe is round. So he said, basically, imagine if you had enough time, millions of years or billions of years or whatever, since light bends, because he basically proved that light did not go in a straight line, as most people think. He basically thinks light bends. So the universe is round. And he says that basically if you stand long enough in one spot, millions and billions of years, you will see your image come back. Now, why am I saying this? Because I get a lot of criticism for holding positions a long time, especially in euro dollar. Well, my contention is if you wait long enough, you will always have your pair go back at least to its price. No doubt in my mind. And I'm talking about euro dollar. I'm not talking about other currencies. I don't know because the volume is not the same. But the euro, Europe will never go bankrupt. America will never go bankrupt. And when you short the euro, you're buying dollars. And when you're long euro, you've got euros. So that's why I basically only trade euro dollar. And I don't care if a position goes down. The only thing you have to watch out for is your leverage and make sure you have enough capital. Overwhelming power, as they say. You must have a lot of capital because you are 500 to 1 leverage. So your positions must be small. My positions look very small, but actually you multiply them by 500, they're quite huge. That's how 95% of people lose because they don't realize what a 500 to 1 leverage is. It's huge. And even a 0.01 lot can cause havoc if you have a problem in the markets. I mean, the volatility we've been seeing, people saying there's a pickup in volatility. This is a joke compared to 2008 or something, where you could move $25,000 in half an hour. That's a joke. So volatility is picking up. The markets are very difficult. I mean, it's been a bit of a struggle this week. It was very tiring for me. But my hedge fund, because it is a hedge fund, I work both ways, has positions in both directions. And I also have some secret weapons, which I really don't want to talk about, but it has to do with contacts that I maintain. And I worked 15 years in the city as a director in Deutsche Bank and Credit Suisse. I have to mention again. And I still have some contacts that are good friends in very important position. Now, you should know, that the market is entirely governed by about 5 institutions. That is probably Citibank, Deutsche Bank, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs. Who else have I missed? Probably some, but anyway, you get the idea. These are the Interbank, or you could look up what the Interbank market is. Interbank. They are the ones that can move billions and can move the market in any way they want. In any way they want. They can make you win for a while, just to make you happy, and then they can just take it all away in 5 seconds. It's just a matter of decision at the top. Now, that is an interesting point, because if you hold a position long enough, you will make money out of it. I had one review once saying, Olivier holds positions for 1 year. Oh yeah, I can. And sometimes I do. Why not? And sometimes I take out, I clean up my book. First of all, because I have to on MT4, because, you know, everybody tells you got to put stops in, all that kind of stuff. But that makes brokers happy, because you can be sure that most times you put a stop in, it will be taken out. It will be taken out, because basically traders don't like you being there, even if you're very small. If they're doing a big position, let's say they want to go long on the euro, they want to make sure, how do they get the liquidity? They get the liquidity from the retail, the $200, $300 accounts. And they want to make sure that the sentiment is, everybody's providing them liquidity. So basically, the main theory that I adhere to is that the mass of the retail, I'm sorry to say, is, and I'm retail too now, because I'm not working for a bank anymore, so I don't have billions to put in the market. You want to be on their side. You really want to be on their side, and you really want to know what they're doing. Okay? So there are various ways, but the best way is to have some good contacts. And I don't think anybody else on MT4 has those contacts. So, you complain about my MT4 products. Well, I've taken them off. And also because I think MT5 is the future, and I'm just putting all my bets there. I spent a lot of money to develop my system on MT5. It's an expensive machine, but God, does it work well, I tell you that. So, and you have my MT4 signal, which is actually run like a hedge fund and uses my 5 robots, including a neural system, robots that I would never sell, and some of my own intuition, which you can't get anywhere else anyway. And also, another point I want to make is that how many traders, how many machines are you going to find on MT4 where you can actually talk to the person who created it? Because, if I trust you, if I think you're okay, I will talk to you. I will give you my WhatsApp number, and you can discuss things with me. No tickets to write out. Ticket customer service, brief translator entry the next day. Take it or leave it. That's 99% of what you're getting. And I enjoy doing this. I feel I've given back enough. So a lot of it was, pushed on by my friends in the beginning, but I got so disenchanted by the hate mail that I got, probably because of my, character, the way I am. I'm very positive. I use hyperbole. Yes, that's the way I am, and I believe in myself, and I believe in what I do. And you can see that this week, for instance, it was a terrible week. I mean, so many people lost lots of money. Some companies have gone under. Funds, because of the ups and downs, and basically in the oil market. That's one market, I'm not doing, but that's basically what happened. You can see that my MT4 fund, which is not, should be generating more interest really, because it's done by a professional, and it's, nothing is guaranteed in life, but it's pretty safe because it's a hedge fund, and you can look up the definition of hedge fund, which means, there are longs and shorts. That's what we are taught to do as traders. We always have when you have a short, you have a long somewhere else, whether it be long dollar, long market, or whatever. There is always a countermeasure. That's how banks operate. So there we go. It's all there. Just give you some thoughts. You have my MT5 product, which is rather expensive, but it's fantastic. And I have an MT5 signal, and I put up screenshots because it's free. So I got a couple of people going in there and, starting the troll thing again. So unfortunately, that has to be screenshots for the moment. And I've got the MT5, which is the MT4 signal, which has all my robots in it. I won't tell you how. And so look at it, because that is a very stable and can sometimes give you surprising performance. But I can guarantee you I will do absolutely everything in my power to make sure that you do not lose on this account. And that is already a big, big, big plus. You're already, I will repeat again, I saw the latest stats. It's amazing. It's about 79% of traders lose within 3 or 4 months. And big funds know this. So some companies have a very easy time. All they do is do the opposite of retail. That's all they do. Because of this theory has worked tens of years. It's always worked. So basically, whatever a small account does, you just do the opposite. If you know that if you have the information, and brokers have more information than we do, they even know where you put your stops. They see all the stops. You think, oh, I'm too small, they don't care about me. Well, because everybody thinks the same way. So everybody's sheep. Everybody's buying the same products, all that kind of stuff. And then they just wait. One day they'll just wipe you out. That's what they do. And I'm aware of all these things. I've been doing this for 30 years. So take it or leave it. Okay, I'll leave you with that. And thoughts for the holiday. And have a look at my signal. It's very cheap right now. It's not going to be cheap forever. And it's going to be there forever. And I have my MT5 product, which I highly recommend because it's probably worth about $1,000, that program. And it's about half that price right now. So I would get into it, think about it over Christmas, because it really does perform well. If I give you the 2 or 3 templates that you need, you will, well, not templates. You don't really need templates. All you need to know is the time frames to use it on and the currency pairs. That's all you need to know. And it does extremely well. I make a living off it, and I don't make a living off $30 37 days later. So that signal is for you to enjoy also. Goodbye.